The Federal Communications Commission chairman is expected this week to propose regulating Internet service like a public utility, a move certain to unleash intense debate and lobbying about how to ensure a more open Internet. It is expected that the net neutrality proposal will reclassify high-speed Internet service as a telecommunications service, instead of an information service, under Title II of the Communications Act, according to industry analysts, lobbyists and former FCC staff members. Analysts and others say the change pushed by President Barack Obama would give the Commission strong legal authority to ensure that no content is blocked and no pay-to-play fast lanes exist, prohibitions that are hallmarks of the net neutrality concept. But FCC Chairman Tom Wheeler will advocate a light-touch approach to Title II, they say, shunning the more intrusive aspects of utility-style regulation, like meddling and pricing decisions. He may also suggest putting wireless data services under Title II and adding regulations for companies that manage the backbone of the Internet. The proposal is expected to be submitted to the agency's commissioners by Thursday. Although the FCC is not expected to release a copy of the plan this week, the contents are almost certain to leak out. A vote on the proposal by the full commission is scheduled for Feb. 26. The maneuvering in Washington over the proposal has already started. Congressional Republicans have proposed net neutrality legislation that bans content blocking and fast and slow lanes, but also prevents the FCC from issuing regulations to achieve those goals. The FCC proposal is Wheeler's latest attempt to find a way to write open Internet rules that are politically palatable and that will stand up to legal scrutiny. Wheeler had initially proposed net neutrality rules that would not have classified Internet service providers as common carriers under Title II, and would have allowed the cable and telecommunications companies to strike deals with content companies and online services as long as they were commercially reasonable. That approach brought a flood of critical comments into the FCC last summer, saying it would open the door to fast lanes on the Internet for deep-pocketed companies and slow lanes for everyone else. Then, in November, Obama took the unusual step of weighing in. He called on the FCC to adopt the strongest possible rules on net neutrality, and specifically to classify high-speed broadband service as a utility under Title II. His rationale: for most Americans, the Internet has become an essential part of everyday communication and everyday life. That changed the political calculus for Wheeler, even though the FCC is an independent agency. On most key votes, the five-member commission votes 3-2, with Wheeler joined by the other two Democrats. The industry response to Obama's declaration was swift and divided along predictable lines. The Internet Association, whose members include Amazon, Facebook, Google and Netflix, applauded Obama and urged the FCC to follow his lead to ensure a free and open Internet. The major Internet service providers, like Comcast and Dallas-based AT&T, protested and said utility-style regulation would threaten their investment in faster broadband service, ultimately harming consumers. Steve Orr, The New York Times.